Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. Tonight we are going for an alcohol-free lager from Drynks Unlimited. Which one is it? It's this one. It is Smashed Lager. And it weighs in a very heavy 0.0% ABV, and it says it's craftily brewed lager with light and delicate hops and barley. And there's only 76 calories in the bottle. So for those of you who are watching your waistline, it is a potentially good option, providing it tastes nice. And it says, it's craftily brewed, then all the alcohol is swept away to leave only pure satisfaction. A refreshing pale gold lager beer with a clean taste. Perfectly balanced with hints of barley malt, complex aromatic floral notes, and mild hoppy bitterness. Forget boring AF, this is refreshing AF. And yeah, that's pretty much it on there. It says drink ice cold, which I will be doing because it's fresh out of the fridge about 2 minutes ago. So let's crack it open and pour it into my Titanic goblet glass. Hopefully it's not a lively one. It's not, that's good. So the pour is pale, golden. We can get a bit of a head, can we? Yeah. There we are. So we have a reasonably well carbonated light gold beer with, it's crystal clear, white head, relatively tight and compact, some bigger bubbles, but you've got about a finger's worth there. It looks like a lager, let's be honest. You know, there's nothing that's kind of screaming problems. You know, it looks all right. So a whiff. There is something nice about that. It's got that grassiness that I expect from a lager. That's that SARS hop thing. It's got that going on quite nicely. There is an element of savoury, but it does smell really, really good. It's malty. It's hoppy. It's not got a huge amount of strength, but it is, and what is there is really quite nice. So it looks good. It smells nice. Does it taste nice? Actually, it does. Like I say, that SARS hops aroma, and I may be completely wrong, it may not have SARS in it at all, but it's got that vibe going on. It translates into the flavour really quite nicely. It's well bodied. It's not medium. It's almost at medium, and it's just right. You know, and there's a nice carbonate. It's not overly carbonated at all. It's just about right. If anything, it could do with just a touch more, but not a lot. It would just be like a gentle sprinkle of a little bit more carbonation. Flavours though are really, really nice. It's got a slight spiciness to it. It's mildly hopped. There is a grassy element to it as well, like I say. And the malt, whilst it's sweet, it's not that horrifically over-sweet crystal malt type thing that you get on a lot of alcohol-free beers. This is really nice. And they say aromatic and floral. I say spicy and pleasantly hopped and a very subtle bitterness. I like. And it's got a body to it that I really didn't expect at this ABV point. You know, 0.0. It's one of the best bodied beers at that level that I've had. And it's refreshing, but it's just a touch of something a little bit bitter, just to make you want to go back for another sip. That's really good. So, Drynks Unlimited Smashed Lager. What do I think of you? Well, before we tell you what I think, we're going to go to the Untapped Aid Memoir. And there's quite a low number of check-ins. You've only got 111 and an average of 2.98, not 298. I forgot the decimal point there. But yeah, 111 check-ins. It'll be 112 after this one. And I have a sneaky feeling that 2.98 average is going to go up just a little bit. So, the usual 5 pillars of judgment will apply. Looks, aroma, body, taste and finish. And we're going to go with the looks first of all. Poured nice, had a nice head on it. The head dissipates quite quickly, but that's common with a lot of alcohol-free beers. In fact, I've not had one that hangs around for very long at all. And, you know, It's a very good looking lager. It's typical. I can't really knock it. It's going to get the full point for me on that one. Aroma, let's go back to that. It's nice. You get the hops, you get that little hint of spice, you get a little bit of something complex. You do get some of that sweet malt, but it's more of a toffee. And you get that hoppy, grassy goodness. It smells really, really good. It's going to get the full point from me on the aroma. Body is excellent. You know, it's not medium, it's not too light, it's just right. It's just under medium, and it's perfect for the style. You know, I can't fault it in any way, shape or form. The carbonation could do just a sprinkle more. It's not quite, just a touch, you know, but that's being picky. And I have to be picky at times, you know, because it's honest. You know, I could sit and say it's absolutely bob on, but I wish it just had a little bit more carbonation, so I'm going to give it the 0.75 on that front. Taste is king, and this one smashes it. It's got what I look for in a lager, and granted I'm not the world's biggest lager drinker, but it's got that green, grassy, hoppy goodness. It's got a subtle hint of like a peppery, spicy note to that hop as well, and it just works wonders throughout. You know, you've got a tiny, tiny hint of sweet malt, but it's not the overly sweet malt. Therefore, it's excellent in my books, and it gets the full point. And the finish, I didn't really mention it as we were going. Don't know why. It's an excuse to have another sip of beer and tell you now. So it starts out with that hoppy, pleasant bitterness that they refer to on the bottle, and it fades quite nicely into a sweet malt with just a tiny hint of the hop at the back end. It's not overly long, but then again, there's not many lagers that are, and it's just a very pleasant sort of little bit better than average lager finish, and it's easily one of the best finishes on an alcohol-free lager that I've had, and I cannot give it, anything less than the 0.75, which is exactly what I'm giving it, which means we're only knocking off a half point in total, which means it's got 4.5 out of 5, which I think is bloody marvellous for a beer that is completely and utterly alcohol-free at the 0.0% right there on the bottom of the bottle. That is an excellent offering. Yeah, if you've not tried it, I definitely recommend it. Hugh, this is one that will fulfill your crispy boy goodness. You would absolutely like this one. It's better than the Stella, I would say, and you quite enjoy that one. So yeah, there we are. That's a nice little sum up there. It's better than Stella, absolutely. The alcohol-free version, of course. I've not actually drunk the full-fat Stella for a very long time. I would have been a teenager, so about 20 odd years ago. But yeah, there we go. I'm waffling. So we're going to get to the point in the video where I'm going to say down there are some buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I'm going to go drink the rest of this lovely beer and get the video uploaded for your viewing pleasure. Catch you soon for another one. Bye.